The world's a bit crazy right now, isn't it? Everywhere you turn, there is fear, anger, frustration, a lot of uncertainty. And it can be overwhelming for our nervous system to be surrounded by it all the time. So, one of the things that we teach in the Conscious Awakening program is how do we regulate our nervous system? And it can be done faster than you think. The moment that you start to feel this tension, and it's almost an addiction. Do you find that you keep watching the news, you keep looking at posts and news feeds, and because it's like this dopamine hit starts to happen, the adrenaline gets going, and we start to watch it. But what it's also doing is overriding the nervous system. So I'd like to teach you a couple of things that you can do to support yourself in staying healthy and resilient and grounded and calm and well in times of stress and uncertainty. So the first thing is to stay in your body. If you can create a practice when you get up in the morning before you get out of bed, to just come home into your body. I like to start with some belly breathing, just really come into the body. And then I go into what's called the central channel breathing, where I imagine that I'm drawing energy up from my feet into my belly, and I exhale up and out through the crown of my head. And then I breathe in from above, down into the belly. Let it feel good, shoulders stay soft, and exhale. So even when you're lying in bed, you're still breathing from the head, above the head, into the belly, out the feet, from the feet into the belly, out the head. And then I'll generate some heat with my hands. And I'm feeling sleepy. I haven't even opened my eyes yet. And then I take my hands and I literally cover my eyes. And as soon as I do that, I feel this beautiful need to inhale and exhale. And I give myself 1 to 3 breaths, whatever feels good. You'll know when you've had enough. And notice how this starts to awaken your body in a very gentle, beautiful way. Arms come down. And then I think of a few things that I'm grateful for. It might be simple. It might be my warm, snuggly bed. It might be something I'm looking forward to doing in that day. It might be if I can hear birds chirping outside the window. Just something. It doesn't have to be grand or extraordinary. It can be something very small that you're just grateful that you have a day that you can reset and restart or redo, whatever it is. Or that you have yummy food in your fridge that you can make yourself a beautiful breakfast or most precious smelling cup of coffee or tea or something, right? So give yourself 3 things that you're grateful for. Then when you get out of bed, my suggestion, if you do like to make a cup of coffee or tea, put the water on to boil and then go and do some bouncing. So I always start by standing on my feet and bouncing. And then I swing my arms. I do different motions. I'll swing them up and down. I might rise up on my heels. I'll alternate the arms. So what I'm doing is I'm coming into my body, swing side to side, using my breath and using movement to get fluid flow going. And then I might do some stretches, and then I start my day. But right out of the gate, from the very start of awakening in the morning, it's coming home to you through your breath, through touch, and then through movement. As you're moving through the day, ideally, you stay away from all of this. If you're in the line of work that you need to be able to know what's going on or have enough of a conversation about it, fine. Just listen to the highlights if you need to know. But otherwise, just look, and then that's it. Know the basics. The moment when you're going through your day, if you're starting to feel overwhelmed, what is happening when we start to feel overwhelmed or fearful or anxious? Is that the energy is coming up out of our body into our head. And then it literally rises if you're headed into a panic attack or an anxiety attack, where you start to feel, dry mouth, lightheaded, tingly, like you almost could pass out, right? That's what's happening when we're actually having a panic attack, anxiety attack. But even if we're getting this fear, this anger, this sense of uncertainty, frustration, why people do what they do, right? Look at the body, how tense it gets as soon as I even talk about it, right? Soon as you start to notice, just take a moment and pause. Hand on heart, hand on belly. And go back to the same breathing that you did in the morning. Just be aware of the breath. Feel the breath. Notice where you're breathing. If you're breathing up into your chest, you are doing what we call sympathetic breathing. This is where we breathe when we're in the fight, flight, and freeze. Draw the breath down to the belly. Slow the breath down. Now remember, when we're calming ourselves, it doesn't mean we have to move slow throughout the day, right? Calm is smooth and smooth is fast. So when we become present and grounded and centered, we're actually become more efficient and productive through the day because we're present and we're in the moment. So just allow your breath to ground you. And even as you exhale, send any energy that doesn't serve you down into the earth, because Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, always transmutes that into love. And then just notice how you feel and create an intention, right? So as I move through my day, my intention is grounded. My intention is love. My intention is peace. My intention is connection. Whatever it is, but create a new intention for yourself of how you'll move through the day. Right? Let go of what doesn't control you and focus on what's in your control. What's in your control is how you respond, how you show up, and how you ground. And there is a huge ripple effect on how this will affect the energies around you and the people around you. So you can be a stand for peace and connection and commitment and love and kindness. And notice how the energies around you also shift. So I hope you've enjoyed these tips on how to stay grounded in times of uncertainty and chaos, or when there's a lot of anger or fear that's happening in the world around us. Together we've got this. And there is research showing that the more people, that it's around meditation, but meditation is to do what? To ground, center, and calm. The more peace we create around the world. So know that when you shift in yourself, that you're part of shifting in the world. These are some of the tools and the techniques and strategies that we teach in the Conscious Awakening program. If you're curious to learn more, you can send me a note. You can book a time to meet with me in my calendar, in the Contact Us Now, and let's awaken to who we are at our magnificence and create a life that we love living. Because the more of us that are happy, fulfilled, and joyful in our life, the better the whole world